This is the Talking About a 23 Sneaker Channel. Talking About a 23 Sneaker Channel です。毎日アップするので毎日見てください. Every single day I bring you content from Tokyo, Japan. You've already clicked on the video so you know what it's about. You can see over my right shoulder here I've got Yeezy Oreos 350 V2s on display. And that's because today what we're talking about is the Yeezy 350 V2s. Lundmark and the reflective, non-reflective. I'm having a look at those two and seeing whether or not they're going to fall into the recent trend of sort of average V2s, 350 V2s that are coming out, or are they going to break out of that and be one of the signature sneakers of the spring and summer for the Adidas line? As I said in the introduction, today is all about that Yeezy 350 V2 Lundmark, and I honestly have no idea what Lundmark means. I remember last week I reviewed the Antlias, and it turned out that Antlia was a star system in the sky, a constellation in the sky, which I didn't know that, and I thought it was an awful name for a sneaker, but then I found out afterwards that it was a sort of constellation, which is kind of cool. But Lundmark, I really don't know what that is or what it means. Please let me know in the comments down below if it's something special, and you know that. I don't. It sounds German to me, which makes sense since Adidas is a German line. But that is it. What we're looking at today. There's a non-reflective that I think, oh golly, one drops on July 11th and the other on July 13th, or at least they're scheduled to. But we all know that drop dates change, so there's no point even listening or bothering saying that. But they drop 2 days apart. Before we get into the sneaker, let's just quickly hit that subscribe button down below for me, please, and hit the like button as well. Clicking like on videos actually really helps to promote the channel as much as video as well, so please do hit the like button down below. And as I am here in Japan and I slip into Japanese a little bit if I can in every video, and I say Toroku onegaishimasu, Ine mo click shite kudasai, ato Nihongo no comment o zehi kaite kudasai. Saikin sono Nihongo no comment wa hetteru node comment o zehi onegaishimasu. Anyway, so we're going to have a look at these sneakers now. I'm not clear on how and where and why the reflectives come out. Now there have been quite a few. That's not accurate. There have been some reflectives that have come out. It started with the statics back in December 2018, and the static reflectives. And I remember I was really surprised about the reflectives. I hadn't seen them coming, and then I wasn't able to get them, but it was a busy time of year, with family and all that kind of stuff. So I just thought I'd missed the drop day or the time or whatever, But then they dropped another set. Was it the synth or was it the, as I said earlier, what were these yellow ones called? I've already forgotten what they were called because I think the Antlias, I thought they were an awful sneaker. I gave them a terrible review. But they had a reflective on them as well. But of course, the really hyped ones were the triple blacks, which looked like the pirate blacks from the V1 era, especially with that little bit of red stitching around the back there, and they go for a bomb online right now. And it looks like these as well. Is it the synth as well? The synth that had a reflective. Was it the Antlia or the synth that had a reflective? Am I mixing up the two? I've got a feeling it might have been the synth that had a reflective and not the Antlia. But anyway, the reflectives seem to go for a bomb online on places like StockX and stuff like that. So they can't be that well released. There's obviously fewer of them than the regular ones. And today we're just going to have a quick look at this Lundmark, which does have the two, the reflective and the non-reflectives coming up. It's an unremarkable V2, 350 V2 if you ask me, because there have been an awful lot of these over the last maybe 6 weeks. There was a kind of blip or a spike in design when they dropped 3 location-specific ones on the same day: the Terraforms in Europe, the Clays in North America, and out here it was the Hyperspace. I say Europe, it's Europe and Africa. And those 3 sneakers were quite different, the very orange clay ones for America, and then different color ones for Europe and Africa and Asia and Australia as well, actually. And that seemed to me, I was expecting then, to get quite a lot of diversity in the colorways coming out. But then we've had some really similar ones, the Antlias, the synth, and now the Lundmarks are very, very similar to each other. It's almost like what they've done is they've run out a line of V2s, of 350 V2s in a light color, and they just popped a couple of extra drops of color in the color, push out the next one, couple of extra drops of color, push out the next one, couple of extra drops of color, out the next one, and they're just, you know, they've brought out these very, very similar sneakers with very few differences between them. And to me, they're not a great sneaker, to be honest. This Lundmark, there's not much to say about them really. It's a very simple design. The reflective element on there will probably sell really well. That's the big thing right now in the 350 V2 lines. But it's a very simple colorway. There's not much going on there. It has got that gum sole on the bottom, which, as you know, I'm not a huge fan of, especially on V2s. I think it doesn't. If they want to put a gum sole on it, they should gum sole the entire midsole and outsole section, and not just that strip along the bottom. I don't think it works on the V2s, but other people who put comments on my channel and comments on my video are like, no, that's pretty cool. So I have to kind of hold my hands up and say, oh, fair enough, maybe it's cool, and I'm wrong, and it's me who should reevaluate my opinion of gum soles and not the world. So anyway, just a quick one today, just really quick to bring you this Lundmark. Like I say, it's nothing special. I mean, you might as well watch my Anthea video or my synth video or any one of my 350 V2 videos from the last couple of months. It has that translucent stripe on the side, which is a cool effect. The upper is made of that beautiful prime knit with a couple of different colors in there. The reflective and the non-reflective, when you hold them up together, you can see the real differences between the two. But like I say, it's just not that much of a departure from the other V2s that have dropped in the last couple of weeks / months. And, you know, people will like it, people will buy it, but they're very, very heavily priced. It's hard to justify buying a sneaker that looks just pretty much like some of the other ones that have been dropping real recently. Okay, that's enough from me today. Tomorrow I'll be back with the Air Max 270 React hybrid sneaker, which has got some interesting features, so definitely stick around for that. Hit that notification bell tomorrow down below if you don't want to miss out. But for now, I need to chip off and go back to doing my daily things and go back to taking care of my 1-year-old. I can hear her waking up next door, so I better get on with that. There you go. I don't know if you heard that. She's waking up next door, so I better go take care of her. For now, I better sign off, say thanks for checking out my content. I'll be back tomorrow with that Air Max 270 React hybrid. She's like, come now. So, and all I've got to do is point my finger at the camera and say that I will see you tomorrow.